later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Play fake, Cousins. Oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for the overall Swift.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun. Huntley.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the goal back to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got it down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, somebody to help assist, because right now,
you guys are down for all week. The reason why I put this down here is so that I can load stuff and I have to walk back and forth to the one. So yeah, that's the reason why I said what I'm saying. You know that. You know this is why I put
Come down here and run and you don't have to keep yelling at all day.
You yell in the phone all day. I literally hear you from upstairs, Shamir. That's the reason why I'm not down here. The couple times I did come down here and sit with you, you have to take a call, which is fine. But you yell into the phone. Some people are different.
As he gets this one away.
Thank you.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. 17-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain of 13. 17. It's a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Lions nothing.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, Huntley. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Complete to
That
DeAndre.
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 31-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, Huntley. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run the offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Down open man, finding Jefferson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
45-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down. Boom. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Trying to pitch it, and the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Cousins letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got his man, and it's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Lions 3.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, Huntley. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. There'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
On play action, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down now. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up
working out of the gun. Cousins.
Oh, my goodness, no.
This is intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Complete to
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, Huntley will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps
it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action now. Cousins. As he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Cousins. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
And turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Huntley. That's complete to Huntley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time. Now, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Huntley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. The Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show them that they're up to the challenge.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Huntley, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Oh, hell no, holy cake,
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley.
Yeah, thinking of Brown.
Comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you gotta move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You gotta get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. Finds Swift out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
He's got his man on the crosser.
Who's supposed to be there?
And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Huntley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Number 7.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
His kick is
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, Huntley. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
37-yard line.
Cousins here to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how.
And now here's another interception. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins. They'll let this go for the end zone. And all
because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Huntley to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing here, Cousins. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And he returns it in enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Vikings 38, Lions 17.
Ha 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 ha.